In the heart of London, in the late 17th century, a man was about to make a prediction so audacious, so unbelievable, that it would either cement his name in history or brand him a fool for eternity. This wasn't just any prediction. It was a cosmic prophecy, a date with destiny set for a time when he himself would be long dead. His name was Edmond Halley, and he was about to challenge everything humanity thought it knew about the heavens. But this story isn't just about a comet. It's about a secret friendship, a lost manuscript, and a race against time that would change science forever. Edmond Halley was more than just an astronomer. He was a polymath, geophysicist, a mathematician, a meteorologist, and an explorer. His mind was a whirlwind of curiosity. He charted the stars of the southern hemisphere, mapped the Earth's magnetic fields, and even devised early life insurance tables. But his greatest obsession lay in the vast, dark emptiness of space and the mysterious, fiery visitors that occasionally blazed across it. Comets, to the people of his time, they were terrifying omens, harbingers of plague, war, and the wrath of God. They appeared without warning and vanished just as mysteriously. But Halley suspected something more. He believed they were not random, but predictable. His quest led him to Cambridge, to the doorstep of a reclusive, notoriously difficult genius, Isaac Newton. Newton, lost in his own world of alchemy and radical theology, had already formulated the laws of motion and universal gravitation. But he hadn't published them. His groundbreaking work, the key to unlocking the universe's secrets, was sitting in a dusty drawer, hidden from the world. Halley, with his characteristic charm and persistence, convinced Newton to share his discoveries. It was Halley who recognized the monumental importance of Newton's work. He edited, funded, and personally pushed for the publication of Newton's Principia Mathematica, arguably the most important scientific book ever written. Without Halley, we might not know Newton's name today. Armed with Newton's laws, Halley embarked on a monumental task. He began to sift through centuries of astronomical records, looking for patterns in comet sightings. He was a cosmic detective, piecing together clues from ancient texts and historical accounts. He focused on a particularly bright comet that had been observed in 1531, 1607, and most recently, in his own time, in 1682. The timing was peculiar. The intervals were roughly 76 years apart. Could it be? Could these three terrifying omens actually be the same object, returning again and again, caught in a vast, elliptical orbit around the Sun, just as Newton's laws predicted? The idea was revolutionary. It suggested comets were not divine messengers, but natural, physical bodies, bound by the same laws that governed the planets. Halley painstakingly calculated the orbit. The gravitational pull of Jupiter and Saturn, he realized, would slightly alter the comet's path each time, accounting for the slight variations in the years between its appearances. After months of grueling calculations, he was certain. He made his grand prediction. The comet of 1682 would return. It would reappear in the skies of Earth in late 1758. The scientific community was stunned. The public was skeptical. Predict the return of a comet 50 years in the future. It was unheard of, the stuff of fantasy. Halley was placing his entire reputation on this single, posthumous celestial event. He wrote, "If it should return according to our prediction, posterity will not refuse to acknowledge that this was first discovered by an Englishman." He knew he would not live to see it. He was asking future generations to watch the skies for him, to be his witness from beyond the grave. And so, the world waited. Decades passed. Halley died in 1742, his audacious prophecy hanging in the air. As the year 1758 approached, astronomers across Europe turned their telescopes to the heavens. The anticipation was immense. Was Halley a visionary or a madman? The year began, and there was nothing. Spring turned to summer, summer to fall. Still nothing. The skeptics began to gloat. Halley's grand theory was collapsing. His legacy was about to become a historical footnote, a laughable failure. The year was drawing to a close. Hope was fading. And then, on Christmas night, 1758, a German amateur astronomer named Johann Georg Palitz spotted it. A faint, fuzzy patch of light, exactly where Halley's calculations predicted it would be. It was back. Halley was right. The news spread like wildfire across the globe. It was a triumph not just for Halley, but for science itself. It was the first concrete proof that Newton's laws applied not just to planets, but to the entire cosmos. Humanity was no longer just a passive observer of the universe. We could understand it, predict it. The comet was rightfully and forever named in his honor. Halley's Comet. It became a symbol of discovery, a celestial clockwork returning every 76 years to mark the passage of human generations. It was seen in 1835, witnessed by a young Mark Twain, who was born during its appearance. Famously, he said he came in with the comet and would go out with it. He died in 1910, one day after the comet reached its closest point to the Sun. It returned in 1986, greeted by a fleet of international spacecraft, a testament to how far science had come since Halley's time. But here is the final, astonishing twist in this cosmic tale. Remember how Halley funded Newton's Principia out of his own pocket? It nearly bankrupted him. He poured his fortune into publishing the work that would make his own discovery possible. But his contribution was even more profound. Recent analysis of the original manuscript of the Principia has revealed something incredible. The calculations for the orbits of comets, the very mathematical foundation Halley used for his prediction, they are not in Newton's handwriting. They are in the handwriting of Edmond Halley himself. It wasn't just that Halley coaxed the work from Newton and paid for it. He actively collaborated on it, contributing his own brilliant calculations to the section on comets. The very tool he used to make his legendary prediction was a tool he himself had helped to forge. His prediction of the comet's return wasn't just an application of Newton's work. It was the ultimate culmination of his own hidden genius, a secret collaboration with the greatest scientific mind of his age. The man who gave us Newton's universe also gave us the key to predicting its most mysterious visitors, forever linking his name not just to a comet, but to the very foundation of modern science. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this journey into the history of science, don't forget to hit that like button, leave a comment with your thoughts, and subscribe to Impact Figures for more stories about the people who changed our world. See you in the next one.